think one of the key features of having a space out of the aisle of a barn, just not having to stop working every time a horse needs to go by. It's safe. You're out of the way. You're not bumping into, stalls, whether they're guides, blanket bars, whatever in the aisleway. Plus, you can make it well lit. And I use this because it's centrally located. We're close to a veterinary clinic. We do have horses hauled in here, and if the vet clinic needs the space as well, they use it as well. Which, kind of worked out as a whole with the barn owner, the veterinary clinic, myself. We all kind of worked as a team to arrange the space and, have the situation, especially in the wintertime. We have an indoor arena, so, the vet clinic can come and, use it for lamenesses and whatnot. Just took the stall front off of this existing stall and then wired it with lighting. This barn has automatic waterers, so we had to replumb the pipe a little bit, but it's actually set. If we needed to, we could remove the lights and put the stall front back on and have a stall probably within a half a day, no problem. The key thing with lighting, and especially this barn was set up perfectly. The lights are on the sides of the aisle, not down the middle of the aisle. And when you're working, especially on the feet, having the lights low helps, just because you're not shadowing yourself all the time. I like having the light behind because I'm always, typically if you work in a doorway, you want to put their butt to the door, so that way when you pick the foot up, the light coming in is on your work. Not the other way around. Everybody always thinks they want to put the head towards the light, but not for us. Charge my cell phone. I've got my rig is parked right outside the door, and there's an outlet on the outside of the barn for me to plug into, so I don't have to run cords inside. And that was another thing we did. We tapped into the electric and put a GFI circuit outlet on the outside of the barn, which is another key thing. A lot of barns sometimes they don't always do is provide us with electricity, and I think for modern farriers, electricity is crucial. If anybody's looking to do this, if you have a big account, and you're the only shoer that shoes in the barn, you could talk to the barn owner and see if you could make some kind of arrangement where whether you lease space or maybe trade, for their horses, for a space, because you're occupying a stall. This is, for the barn owner, this is $600 a month in this particular barn to not have a stall. So it gets kind of tricky, but you could possibly, make that arrangement. They may have another space that you could occupy. This case, we only had a stall to use, and it took a little doing, but it worked. It's been beneficial for them as well, because now they have a space out of the aisle for grooming, other uses. It's not just for me. And I think that's the key for anything. If you can show the benefits to both sides, just makes it's a win-win for everybody.